So it's late because I'm still not entirely healthy again. And I've been taking pity on myself today and treating myself to a minor Ed Wood marathon, which is enjoying to do now and then, to me at least. But let's get into another plot genre. And this is perhaps the most basic genre of them all: action. Action plots are identified by everyone knowing more or less where things are going. You don't need to figure much out in the plot. If there is something that is unknown, then it turns up along the way. You may not know how to get to the person that you're chasing. Let's say that the storyline is that your main character is chasing a person and needs to capture a person. Maybe they want revenge. Maybe they want to stop the person from doing crimes or something. Maybe they just want to talk. Who knows? Who knows? But in any case, they may not know how to get to them directly, but they know something they can do to figure out what to do to figure out what to do to figure out what to do. There's never a real what the hell are we going to do now situation in relation to the plot. Anything that is what are we going to do now is about the immediate action. How are we going to defeat this enemy or rival or obstacle or whatever? It's one scene after another of doing something. Action, not surprisingly, is a very proactive genre. And if it's pure action, then it's just tuck, 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 scene by scene by scene by scene by scene of doing something and getting closer and closer to the goal. There may be reactive situations along the way where doing something fails or something unexpected shows up, and you have to your main character has to fight against something coming for them instead of them coming for something. But it's always pretty clear where the action is going. There is no mystery. There are no really tough decisions. If there are, then it's no longer a pure action genre. The action genre is rarely entirely pure. It should be said. Usually, there are some things thrown in just to break it up, just to have a pause. But it can be very action minded. If anything, the John Wick movies have shown that pure action can be very effective. It can be a very effective method of storytelling. I'm not really sure as the series went along, there started to be more drama and more questions, but at the very least, the first movie in the series, the first John Wick movie, was about as close to pure action as you can get. Something happened that triggered a series of events, and then it was just action scene after action scene after action scene in order to get to the final event. Anything learned along the way was something that you knew you had to go to learn. Uh, no riddles, no uncertainty. Just you need to know this, go there. You need to know this, go there. You need to know. You need to know this, go there. And that is action in a nutshell. Now, one thing that should be addressed probably is that action does not mean violence, not automatically anyway. Racing cars is action. Um, Climbing rocks is action. Running is action. It doesn't technically even have to be physical, as long as there is no forced break in the action for something else. For as long as there is no pause for doubt, no time where it pauses because someone is in doubt or just doesn't have any clear idea what to do. That's not gonna happen. You could just have action as a cooking movie. You could have cooking action. It's perfectly possible. It's about cooking. It's about getting the ingredients. It's about mixing them. It's about cooking, baking, and so on. And if you can make that enthralling, more power to you. But it can be action. Some kind of cooking competition. I think there is an anime series about it, but I haven't seen it. But yeah, you can have an action story, even a pure action story, based entirely around cooking. Heck, you could probably even have it based on around knitting or drawing, something like that. It doesn't have to be violence, as long as the main characters always know where to go. They always have something to do, always somewhere to go, something to deal with. That is the point of action, that you always know what to do. There's action in the background right now. And I guess that's basically it. Because of this, action is often very simple to describe, but it but the execution can still be challenging. There needs to be something special to overcome. The action cannot be simply repetitive. If the car chase is just driving fast down a street to get to somewhere in time, then it's not going to be very enthralling. There has to be something about the action that catches the attention of the audience. But that is usually in the detail, and very often it's in the media of it. For example, in a movie, it's very often in depicting all the details of whatever action is going on. If it's violence, then it's getting every angle on a punch or a kick or a shot. If it's cars, then it's every angle on the action of driving on the cars as they go down the road and so on. And that can be a challenge. Storytelling the action like that. But the story is the action, and the action is the story. There are no pauses where it's not known where it's going. If there is, you're straying away from action. So it's a surprisingly short one today. I thought it seemed longer in my head. That's what she said yesterday. No, it wasn't. Um, but yeah, an episode under 10 minutes. Nice for a change.